Good morning, Southwest. I'm Angel.
And I'm Lorelly. Today is Friday, March 9th, and we're here at Gatorland in Orlando, Florida.
Known as the alligator capital of the world, Gatorland has been providing a place for families to spend the day surrounded by Florida's native wildlife.
We're here chilling with Gator and Lucy, and these are just a few of the animals that you'll be able to get up close and personal to at Gatorland.
From gator wrestling to zip lining, Gatorland has it all.
And on today's show, we're going to give you the bird's eye view of a zip lining experience and the inside scoop on the gator wrestling show.
But before we get way too ahead of ourselves, let's take a look at what happened on this day in history. Welcome back. Now let's take a look at some announcements.
Art Club, you'll be meeting after school in Mr. Peterson's room from 4 to 5.
Chances are you'll be painting, so make sure you're on time.
And Sign Language Club, you'll be having a meeting in the Media Center on Monday.
This meeting will last from 4 to 4:45.
Gatorland was founded over 50 years ago. This 110-acre attraction provides families with an affordable day here in Orlando, Florida.
And there's one thing you just must see, and that's the Gator Wrestling Show.
I'll tell you this much, I certainly wouldn't want to tangle with one of these bad boys.
Well, you're in luck because our resident bad boy, Noah, is stepping into the ring.
Thanks, Noah, for that report.
Students who have joined our new club, the Aeronautics Club, you have a meeting right after spring break.
You'll be meeting on Monday 19th in Mr. Griffith's room from 4 to 5 after school.
And Book Bowl members, you have a meeting on March 22nd.
Book Bowl team meets both in the morning before school and after school in the afternoons.
You know, Lorelly, I just love to read. I also love new adventures.
Well, Angel, it just happens to be your lucky day because here at Gatorland, they just happen to have a zipline course. Thanks, Hillary, for that report.
That looks like fun.
It sure does, but all this excitement has gotten me a bit wound up. Let's calm down and see what else Gatorland has to offer. Montage!
There's so much to do here at Gatorland.
You might even run into one of these bad boys. What a great place to visit over spring break.
You know, that makes me wonder, what are you doing over spring break? Thanks, those all look great.
If you're looking for a place to check out over spring break, you've got to come to Gatorland.
Go to www.gatorland.com to get ticket information and to plan your visit.
That looks like a wrap for today, Southwest. Have a great day.
And a safe spring break. Good morning, Southwest. I'm Angel.
And I'm Lorelly, and today is Thursday, January 26, 2012.
And today we're at Lakeland's Pride and Joy, Hollish Gardens.
Absolutely, positively. We're here bringing you your morning news from the tweeting of birds and the wonderful smell of flowers.
Great way to put it. Today we've got a lot to talk about.
But before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's head over to a Today in History. Wow, today was really busy in the past, don't you think?
It sure was, but around our campus we are even busier.
You're right. For example, on February 1st, pause for Pennies Starts, so make sure to pull up those cushions and check those pockets for any extra cash.
February 28th is when this fundraiser ends. That means you have 4 weeks to bring in any extra cash.
And on February 2nd, our Book Bowl team will be meeting in the Media Center before school at 8:15 and after school from 4 to 4:30. So make sure to mark your calendars.
They will also be meeting next Tuesday and Thursday at the same time, so now you've planned ahead.
And for all our creatively gifted, you'll be meeting next Friday from 4 to 5 in Mr. Peterson's room.
She's talking about the art club, guys.
Wow, Angel, way to kill my buzz.
If you say so, Lorelly. And all of you taking 2 languages, sign language to be exact.
You'll be meeting next Wednesday from 4 to 5 in the Media Center.
Wow, way to steal my announcement.
Whatever, Angel. Anyways, yearbooks are now on sale.
So let's head over to our creatively gifted group of blondes. That's right, yearbooks are on sale.
And you'll have a chance to tell your mom about the yearbook sale at the next iMoms meeting, next Wednesday before school at 7:30 in the Media Center.
iMoms is a group dedicated to bringing moms closer to their children.
So grab your mom, grandma, aunt, or even big sister and join us.
E-Team members, you have a meeting next Wednesday from 4 to 4:30.
So all 6th, 7th, and 8th grade members, make sure to be there.
That looks like all we have for you today, Southwest.
From the wonderful, wonderful Hollish Gardens,
Angel Wilkerson,
Lorelly and Enamorado,
SBN News. If you're hungry for some phenomenal flapjacks, the Pancake Festival located at Tarrytown is for you.
Sponsored by the Kiwanis Club, the 54th Annual Pancake Festival is one of the premier events of Lakeland. The Kiwanis motto is serving the children of the world. So, with spatulas ready, they're serving up a whole lot of pancakes.
These expert flippers serve about 8,000 hungry people every year.
They go through about 2,500 pounds of batter
120 gallons of syrup.
and 2,800 pounds of sausage.
But it's not just about pancakes. There's all kinds of exhibits here too.
From entertaining music to police exhibits and even bounce houses for the little ones, there's something for everybody.
Everyone agrees that the Pancake Festival is a great event.
Angel, these look delicious.
The best part is they're all you can eat.
If you want more information about next year's Pancake Festival or just more information about upcoming events in Lakeland, go to www.lakelandchambers.com and click on the Events tab.
From the Pancake Festival, I'm Angel.
And I'm Lorelly, SVN News.
Can you pass the syrup?
Yeah.
Thank you. Good morning, Lakeland. I'm Angel.
And I'm Lorelly, here coming to you live on Talk 1430 WLKF.
We'll be right back after the break. Being on live radio is awesome, isn't it?
I know, right? You don't really think of the AM dial being much fun, but we have a radio station right here in Lakeland that gives its listeners a mix of news
Politics.
and tons of humor. WLKF, one of the 4 radio stations owned by Hall Communications,
Hall Communications believes in being an active member in the community.
supporting organizations like the SPCA, St. Jude's, and the Polk Theater. Radio personalities not only entertain their listeners, but inform them as well. Local church pastor Jason Burns explains the benefits of being on the radio. The next time you're scanning your radio, make sure to hop over to the AM dial.
You might be surprised at how much fun this crew actually has.
And if you're begging for more information about WLKF, just go to WLKF.com.
You can also follow Seth, Mila, and the rest of the crew on Facebook and Twitter at Mayhem in the AHM.
Well, it looks like we're almost back on air.
From the WLKF studios,
On Mayhem in the AM, Lorelly and Enamorado,
Angel Wilkerson.
SVN News. Welcome back, everybody.
Don't you just love being outside, the sight of all these trees and the grass?
The bugs,
The nice crisp air,
the heat,
the smell of all these flowers.
and the horse poop.
The thought of even being outside is exhilarating, isn't it, Lorelly?
It's something, all right.
Good morning, Southwest. I'm Angel.
And I'm Lorelly, and today is Friday the 13th, and we're here at Painted Gates Horse Barn.
Painted Gates is a horse barn that shelters barn animals and horses.
And sometimes they even compete in competitions and drills.
But more on that later. Up first, let's take a look at a Today in History. Thanks for that report. STEAM students, be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow morning at 8:30 because you'll be heading to the Salvador Dali Museum in St. Petersburg.
Make sure to pack your lunch and turn in all necessary papers. Your trip will be ending at 3:30, so make sure to have a ride, on time preferably.
Enjoy your long weekend, students, because on Monday the 16th, there is no school. It's Martin Luther King Day.
And Tuesday the 17th, when you get back, core students, you have a meeting to look forward to in Miss Truslow's room starting at 7:30, so make sure to be there.
There's so many things Painted Gates has to offer here.
You can absolutely tell these horses are as cozy as can be.
They have some serious competition horses. There's no doubt they brought in some serious trophies.
And here to tell us more is Mr. Noah Cribb.
Thanks, Rachel, for that story.
Show choir, you have a bowl-a-thon at the AMF Lanes next Friday on the 28th from 2 to 4 p.m.
Our chorus members are super busy with performances and fundraisers.
And show choir's performances are some really cool performances.
With more on the hard-working chorus, let's dance over to Jillian.
Thanks, Jillian.
And thank you, Southwest, for joining us at Painted Gates.
That's all we have for you today. And you know what, Angel? I think I'd like to hang out here a little bit.
Really? That's awesome. Let's go check out the horses.
Cancer, anthrax, and AIDS.
Are all health concerns and can all be fatal.
But there are other non-fatal diseases that have different types of treatment.
Do we know how to treat them?
Are adults so consumed with their own illnesses that they neglect their own children?
Is there a silent killer among our youth?
Students all across the United States seem to be suffering.
But is it just adolescence anxiety, or is there something more?
Recent studies on this disease show that there's more to it than originally thought.
But it's a disease no one wants to talk about.
And, as it turns out, it's not just all in our heads. It is real.
It's the cooties.
The cooties is a low self-esteem fungus that lives on the skin. What may appear to be a casual but friendly hug between two people could actually be a dangerous act to yourself. But there is hope.
Scientists at the CIDC, Center for Imaginary Disease Control, have discovered a vaccination. Doctor, tell us more.
Well, as you know, cooties is a low self-esteem fungus that lives on the skin. When you feel like you're beginning the effects of cooties, it's important to vaccinate yourself immediately.
Well, how does the vaccination work?
It goes like this. Circle, circle, dot, dot, now you got your cootie shot.
Fact, the cooties is casually spread.
Fact, to protect yourself from the cooties, you must get vaccinated. Fact, the cooties does not discriminate.
Whether you're ugly or pretty, you can get the cooties.
So protect yourself, Southwest.
You never know what dangers might be out there.
I'm Lorelly.
And I'm Angel.
SBN
News. Good morning, Southwest. I'm Angel.
And I'm Lorelly, and today is Thursday, January 19th.
And we've got a lot to discuss, such as a short but truly amazing commercial and a very angry Andrew.
But before we get to any of that, let's kick off with our usual Today in History. Thank you very much.
Now, to add to our long list of things to discuss, let's throw down some announcements.
Hold on, wait. You're going to throw down announcements?
Heck to the yeah, baby.
All right. Go ahead. Throw down with your bad self. I gotta see this.
Yo, brah, check it. Tomorrow is the last day of the 9 weeks, so turn in all your grades.
Okay, everyone wants to have great grades, so I hope that you guys have worked your hardest this grading period.
And students, kick off your shoes and flip on the TV because you've got a day off next week.
But teachers, not so fast. Keep those kickers on, because even though the students have the 23rd off, you've got a day in front of your laptop screen planned ahead.
And to our wonderful chorus members, you have an event coming up.
That's right. On the 24th, you've got your bowl-a-thon at AMF Lanes off of South Florida Avenue from 2 to 4 p.m.
So have tons of fun. Steam shirts are currently on sale, so let's go take a look at a short commercial. Well, that was interesting.
I'll tell you this much, if I can rock that shirt like he did, I will definitely be buying one.
I'm sure you'll rock it, Lorelly.
Aw, thanks, Angel.
Anyways, do you remember the Pasta for Minis campaign last year?
Yeah, I sure do. It starts on February 1st.
You're absolutely correct. So teachers, prep up your students because you'll love the reward for the winners.
That's right. A full-out lunch from Olive Garden. So I suggest you rack your houses for any extra change.
And to all you Book Bowl members, you have a meeting on the 2nd in the Media Center from 4 to 4:30 after school and before school at 8:15. So come prepared.
Our school has some students that talk in a unique way, and it's great to be able to communicate with them.
And you can join the Sign Language Club and be able to communicate with these people. The Sign Language Club meets on Mondays in the Media Center from 4 to 4:30.
The yelling, the screaming, the hitting me and bumping me and walking so slow. It's so annoying.
Really, if you're talking about all the things you don't like in the hallways, I think you've just made a lifelong best friend.
Oh, really? And who would that be?
Angry Andrew. So in other words, pull up your pants.
Well, that looks like a wrap for today. Lorelly and Enamorado.
Angel Wilkerson.
SBN News. Have a great day.
Wow, it looks so realistic in here.
I know, right? Look at that frog.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm so ready to get exploring.
Well, Lorelly, what are we doing here and what is this place?
Well, it's the Circle B Bar, of course. So you've met the masterminds behind Circle B Bar.
But you haven't necessarily met the masterminds behind this trip.
So, what do you want to do?
Oh, so I get to decide now?
Nope, I decided. Let's go. Although it may be hot
And buggy.
the students enjoy it all the same.
We certainly had tons of fun.
It looks like it's time to go and do our part.
From Circle B Bar Reserve,
With Fleet,
Angel Wilkerson,
Lorelly and Enamorado.
SBN News. What's up with all this snow? It's not supposed to snow in Florida. We're called the Sunshine State.
Don't ask me. I mean, clearly it's snowing. I guess a miracle happened.
Today, we're at the Snowfest.
And on today's report, you'll get an inside scoop on this wonderful event where we get to play in the snow. But it's not all just about the snow.
That's right. Isn't there live animals and booths?
Yes, you are absolutely correct. Businesses come and reserve spots here on location too.
If you missed it this year,
Then mark your calendars, pack your camera, and bring a can, and we'll see you next year.
there's so much to do here. Florida residents actually got to play in the snow.
From the Snowfest, Lorelly and Enamorado,
Angel Wilkerson,
SBN News.
Good morning, Southwest. I'm Angel.
And I'm Lorelly, and today is Monday, January 30th.
On today's show, we have a cold ice skating report and a very angry Andrew.
Hold on for 2 seconds, Angel. Before we get to any of that, let's head over to find out what took place on this day in history. Thanks for that report.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pennies. Yes.
Angel, what in the world were you just doing?
I was counting my extra change
And why were you doing that?
because Pasta for Pennies starts tomorrow.
Oh my goodness, Angel, you're full of so many great ideas. I could have never thought of that on my own.
Thank you.
This fundraiser will be ending on February 29th, so you have exactly 20 days to pull up your couch cushions and check for any extra change. And remember, all proceeds will be going towards the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, so your money will not be going to waste.
And now, Student Honor Society, come prepared on February 2nd to count all those pennies because you have a meeting in the Media Center from 4 to 5. This meeting is not mandatory, but your help is needed.
And all you art club members, you'll be having a meeting in Mr. Peterson's room on February 3rd from 4 to 5 after school.
Speaking of clubs, Sign Language Club meets on Mondays in the Media Center from 4 to 4:45. Make sure you do your homework and come prepared.
Now it's time for an Angry Andrew.
Thank you for expressing your opinion in such a sophisticated way.
Psh, I don't know what you're talking about because he looked pretty mad to me.
Right. Now back to some announcements.
Yeah. Well, we had that one club that one day after school.
Okay, let me stop you there. We did have that club that one day, but did you forget your line?
No. Psh, what are you? Yes.
Well, luckily, I remember it.
Oh, you're a lifesaver.
I know. Book Bowl team meets in the Media Center before school at 8:15 on February 7th.
That was my line. How did I forget that?
I have no idea. Also on February 7th,
All E-team meets at 4:30 in Mr. Gallman's room. This includes 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Boom! That was me blowing your mind.
you blew my mind all right, but you remember my line and not your own?
I thought that was how this worked.
Brr, it was cold in the Lakeland Center.
Thanks for the random thought, but do you mind defining it?
Sure. There was ice skating there a couple weeks ago, and we just so happen to have a report for you. I'll have to go ice skating next year.
Yeah, we should. We should go together.
Totally. Well, that looks like a wrap for today, Southwest. I'm Angel Wilkerson.
And I'm Lorelly Enamorado, SBN News. Have a great day.